Yeah.
Okay, the burning question. You're an investment banker, working with JP Morgan,
Yes.
14 years,
Yes.
making a good living.
Yes.
How the hell did this happen?
Marriage. Be careful.
Okay.
I got married. I moved to Texas. JP Morgan didn't have an office there at the time. And I just started watching the Dallas Cowboys to have something to talk about, because I noticed everybody talked about Troy and Emmett. You know, Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, like you should know who these people were. And the Tonight Show from New York was delayed to show training camp highlights. So I thought I better know a little about this team. And I fell in love with the game. It's the one thing in my life, if you can say intellectually curious about, that I truly was intellectually curious about.
Falling in love with the game is one thing. Becoming a coach, from being a female, excuse the word female investment banker, is another thing. How the heck did that happen?
You know, when you're really love-struck, you do kind of crazy stuff. And so basically, I called up the Emmett Smith football camp, and I said, I'm 20 years over your age limit, and I'm the wrong sex, but I have to come to your camp because I have to learn football. And they were actually very accommodating, and I met a lot of coaches through there, and then I just started kind of networking, learning, and then I finally just smiled and dialed, and that's one thing I kind of wanted to tell your audience is never be afraid to pick up the phone and call anybody. So I called the head of one of the school districts out where I lived and said, I'll volunteer, I'll do anything, but please let me come be a coach. And they worked it out, and that's how it started.
I love that. And if you ever want to take that huge stretch, you do have to say, I'll work for free or just. But I want to go back. You walked into that Emmett Smith football camp, testosterone all over the place.
Yes.
And what was the reaction?
Most of the coaches, I think, were bemused. I think most of them thought, you know, it's fun to say that. It's a nice summer day. She's just, you know, kind of saying what's on the top of her head. But I was very blessed because the first time the words actually came out of my mouth, and I really didn't know they were going to come out, was at that camp. And it was Jason Garrett, who's now the offensive coordinator of the Dallas.
What words are those?
I want to be a football coach. But I didn't say it like that. I said it more kind of dreamy, like I want to be a football coach. He said, what are you doing here? It's like, I want to be a football coach. But once I said it, I knew it was my destiny. You know, it came out, I didn't expect it, but then I knew deep inside that was it.
What did Jason Garrett say? Very
blessed to say it to him, because he said, oh, that's interesting, and actually has become a great mentor and supporter over the years. Another Cowboys player who will go probably unnamed was also there, and Jason said, oh, come over, meet Susan, she wants to be a football coach. And he had more the typical reaction, which is kind of like, and walked away. A lot of times they don't really answer, they just go, and walk away.
Well, when they walked away, those moments, then when they walk away, as you say, does it get you fired up? Does it get you pissed off? What's the reaction?
It just gets irritating after a while. Yeah. It's like, you know, I think the whole struggle of the black folks was just to tell us it's what's in people's hearts that matters, not the packaging. And yeah, this is an unusual choice, but, you know, it's my passion, and I hope I bring that to the kids I coach.